Hello everybody, I'm Ninjo X, the Enlightened Gamer, coming back to you with another episode of Let's Complete Pokemon Blue. Last time we left off, we just beaten the gym and Shenron evolved. Our wish came true. The trial of the carp is over. Unfortunately, he evolved just in time for us not to be able to use him for a while. But, part of the reason why I picked up Magikarp so early is because I wanted that trial period. I wanted the bonding. That's one of the reasons I'm not super crazy about the idea of Pokemon randomizers. I feel like it cheapens a lot of the growth to be able to find a wild Dragonite just sitting out in the wild. And that's also why I almost always catch unevolved Pokemon given the option. Oh, I almost screwed up already. Autopilot. Well, in these grass patches next to the daycare, we can find a new Pokemon. We'll see what it is. And that's not it. So I'm gonna go on ahead and leave it sped up until we find it. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Meowth. Meowth is another Pokemon that's over-glorified a lot by the anime. In the games, Meowth is a below-the-middle-of-the-road normal type. In Gen 1, other than unevolved Pokemon, I'd honestly say Persian, Meowth's evolution is probably the weakest normal type option. Radicates faster and hits a little bit harder, and every other normal type is bulkier. Really the only advantage you get by using a Meowth over something else is that Meowth can learn the move Payday, which slightly increases your net earnings if you win a trainer battle. To me, it's just not worth it. But it is a Pokemon and we are completing the Pokedex, so we do have to catch it. But this does bring into question something else interesting. Pokemon morality. Are Pokemon intelligent enough or advanced enough to be able to have opinions on what is right and wrong, to be able to do right or wrong? Or are they just beasts at the beck and calls of their master? The Scratch Cat Pokemon? Wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for drop change. And no, we do not want to use Meowth. I'm probably going to regret that at some point whenever you guys see some of my future projects I have slated. But I don't care for Meowth. It's not the cutest normal type, it's not the toughest, and it's not the fastest normal type. Even its final form, Persian, is utterly underwhelming. Look at that Shenron. I kinda hope this episode... I'm gonna try and draw this episode out a bit because, well, we're gonna have some problems soon. Sorry for all the heavy sighing, but maybe I'll tell you guys someday. It's only been less than 5 minutes and we're already close to Vermilion City. There aren't many bugs out here, signifying the end of a wild bug-type Pokemon. until the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone is going to be a nightmare for me. And it's a Woodle. It's a Woodle. I'm gonna eat your Woodle. Anyway. Medley grew to level 18. That's a good way to start the episode. Even though we're almost done already, because, well, maybe not. I'll find some way to extend it. Amanita against a Caterpie. You know, when I was younger, I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what that name was. I always thought it was a Caterpie. A cat-pie? Nobody could really make fun of me for it at the time, though, because the anime hadn't come out to confirm the correct pronunciations of these things. So nobody knew. It could have been a Caterpie for all they knew. Well, Amanita is at least able to beat Caterpie still. Or Caterpie. Oh, I can't wait for you to learn a new move, Amanita. That's not good. Let's go on ahead and stun spore you so your string shots are pointless. Why are you missing with stun spore? I can't have that. That's not good. There we go. Whoa. That did way more damage than I expected it to. And this is gonna do a lot of damage too. And then we finish it off. I wonder if we probably don't have any potions left. I might have to go back and heal. Chump change from that trainer. I guess I can move Medley down while I'm at it. Yep. Oh. We can teach Shenron Bubble Beam for whenever we do get to use him. He's probably not going to still know it by the time we get to a gym that he can be used. But we can teach him Bubble Beam for now. But Gyarados is a physical attacker, I hear some of you saying. You're right, his physical attack is better than his special stat, even in Gen 1. But having stab water-type moves with a decent special stat is more important than having physical attacks that aren't stab. Unfortunately, Aqua Tail and physical water-type moves wouldn't come about until Generation 4. When Gyarados really became competitively viable. Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and hop back down here because science is telling me I can travel forwards in time very fast. I'm wondering right now what the end time counter is gonna look like at the end of this Let's Play. It's gonna be massive. Oh, and there are no new Pokemon for us to catch here. At least not until we have a rod. Then we can fish. Who's there? Quit listening in on us! I wasn't listening to you. I was trying to talk to you. But I'll fight you. Jugger. Ooh, a Squirtle. I have one of those, and so does my rival. But really, those are the only two people that do, to my knowledge. We're gonna go on ahead and try and stun you. Thank you for dumbness making. And life is gonna be good. We're not even at 10 minutes yet. And now it's gonna be a chip war. Just a chip war. Just a chip war. Just another chip war. There are a lot of these in this game. A lot of chip wars. A lot of chip wars. Could do without some of the chip wars. But that was the only Pokemon he had, so... Hey, Amanita, you beat a trainer all on your own. How about that? Excuse me, this is a private conversation. Shut up. Junior trainer Broken Left Ankle wants to fight. Oh no, a Rattata, whatever. Oh, actually, Rattatas are annoying. And that's why. Oh, that quick attack, and I don't think there are any we'll fight in the game that have Super Fang, but it's a really decent move. What Super Fang does is it always knocks down half of your opponent's hit points, regardless of resistances. Except I don't think it works on ghost types. You jerk! Why do you have to jerk me, you jerk? Not cool. Well, Canucks gets to go. But Canucks levels are easy levels. Not only does Sandshrew have a pretty fast growth rate, but he's a lot stronger than Amanita at this point in the game. Especially, we finally get to use Dig. There's a plus. Oh no! One thing I've always liked about the games, opposed to the show, and I know I harp on this a little bit too much, is the fact that the Pokemon in the games do not say their own names for their cry. They all have noises. Like Pikachu's right there was like, oh! And I know some people say that the cries are similar to their Japanese names. And maybe they are. I really don't know. But, I am wasting a ton of time just talking. I don't want to fall back into that trend after having to relaunch my Premiere because of third-party content that I had to alter. And having to sit through that again. I still think it's not that bad for a Premiere, but it is definitely symptomatic of being a Premiere. Once we have cut, we can cut right up through here. Take a short cut. Cut me a break on the distance. Puns. We're going to walk in a hallway. Oh, the girl trainer in the first checkpoint will trade you a Nidoran female for a Nidoran male, I believe. But since you can catch both, it's kind of a pointless trade. The one in this building tells you something along the lines of, people tend to drop things in the underground pathways. But I've never found anything in the underground pathways. I used to think as a child that if I searched long enough I'd be able to find stuff like pearl necklaces and valuable items and stuff, but I never found anything. Maybe there is something there and I was just missing it, or maybe they're full of crap. I've never seen you around. Are you good? Why don't you be the judge of that, Mr. My body disappeared as soon as that animation started? You're a bug catcher, but you only have one Pokemon. And it's Navi. It's level 20! Holy crap, that's not good for Amanita. That's even worse for Amanita. That's a little better for Amanita. Okay, Amanita's not gonna be able to beat this thing. Certainly not poisoned. So we're gonna try and switch out Canucks. At the very least, Canucks should be able to do some damage. Maybe not. Good. Critical hit. See, the one critical hit I didn't get was in the gym. Which just figures. Anyway, I'm gonna go on ahead and slish this Butterfree, this Navi. And you know what? Just to add insult to injury, I'm gonna finish you with a Scritch. Finish you with a Scritch. Goodbye, Butterfree. Amanita grew to level 18! The hard level is over with! Okay, guys. I know I say okay, guys, a lot. It's one of my problem words, but we're gonna go. I have so much confidence in Canucks that I'm gonna go on ahead and try and beat these two trainers. Me? Well, okay. I'll play. I didn't ask you to play. I asked you to give me your money. Give me all of your money. You know, I haven't thought of any. Actually, I thought of a couple philosophical things in the Pokemon world to talk about, like Pokemon morality, but nothing really out of the game. I guess that's kind of good. Go on ahead, Pidgey. Use your gust. Nobody minds when you gust. I kind of like it when you gust. It's better than your other junk. Critical hit. And Canucks grew to level 18. Hooray. And it's actually Dart's turn to go. This is so cool that we have a Charmeleon now. Speaking of names, I already mentioned Caterpie. I couldn't figure out Charmeleon's name as a kid either. I thought it was Charmelon. For some reason, that second E I just never detected. Never saw it. Or the second, or the I. I don't know if it's an E or an I. I think it's CHARMELEON or ION. I think it's EON though. I guess I could always check after the battle. Spelling was never my strong suit. You wanna actually hit it, Dart? I know it used Sand Attack. You know what? It's a chip war. It's a chip war. Good job, Dart. How many of these things do you have, lady? 8 is enough. And you took out Dart with your stupid Sand Attack. Don't want to go back and heal Dart when there's only one trainer left to beat. So I guess Medley will just get a bit of a jump ahead. Canucks, you did your duty. Oh, I guess I can check. Dart. EON. I was right. Always thought they looked like Charmelon. Or Charmelon. And it's not because I was dumb. Some of these names are... I keep on doing that. Some of these names are pretty tough. I know, but I was able to get Gyarados on the first try. Gyarados. Huh? You want to talk to me? And if I remember, you have a Spearow and also Eradicate. Because... why not? Good job, Medley. Yep. Good job, Medley. I didn't start it. I didn't start the fire. It's all been burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. This is a Pokemon Center where you'll feel better. Sorry, guys. I felt musical. Actually, this episode's gone on for a while. I know not a lot has happened, but at least I got to talk to you. I guess before the end, I'll go on ahead and come over here and show you this guy. I am the fishing guru. I simply love fishing. Do you like to fish? Fishing can be okay. I remember fishing a lot when I was younger, but it just, as much as I love being out in nature, I'd rather just be out in nature. Just be doing nothing, watching the clouds, watching the trees, watching the wildlife. Other than harpooning aquatic creatures with tiny barbed, curved spears lined with food. But you have to say yes. Grand, I like your style. Take this and fish, young one. I guess I could tell you guys a dumb fishing story. Before I lived where I do now, I lived out in an area near Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas. And my apartment had a small artificial pond built into it that had these little tiny fish in it, and these fish were just utter morons. I tried to go fishing there with my dad once just because I have a pond in my front yard. I might as well use it at least once or twice. They were too small for the hook, but they kept getting caught anyways. I'm gonna go on ahead and deposit my TMs. But I managed to catch 2 fish without hooking either of them. One hung onto the worm until he got to the edge of the water, then let go in water that was too shallow to swim in, so I just reached down and picked him up. The other hung onto the worm all the way into the air and was just hanging onto the end of the hook. I mean, the end of the worm. Like a moron. I know that might not be very sensitive, but it's a fish. I don't care. They were dumb. And I'm gonna go ahead and deposit the moonstone and the dome fossil too. I'd like to keep the town map. And we've been going for almost 25 minutes. This is going to be a short episode. Sorry, a lot didn't happen. At least we caught Meowth. At least we beat a couple of trainers. I'm Ninjo X. This has been Let's Play Let's Complete Pokemon Blue. And until next time, stay enlightened. Hey guys, Ninjo X here in the outro. I just thought I'd tell you that while you're hitting that little subscribe button, that first off you should check out Astroth Sounds videos. He's the one who graciously allowed me to use the song I picked for my intro. It's his Kanto-Trainer-Battle remix. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I'd also like to mention that those words next, playlist, and previous do what they say if you click them on screen. There are little hidden annotations there. See you next time. Till then, stay enlightened.